With all the drama and controversy the LIV Golf has caused over the last year, you'd think there's no player who joined the franchise that you don't know. But you'd be wrong to think so. Now, don't take it hard on yourself for not knowing these players. You should know that there are over 40 players who are now in the LIV Golf Series. Some others have been there since the start of the Breakaway Tour, and we'll be starting this video with one of those players, Sam Horsfield. Sam Horsfield is an English professional golfer who used to play on the European Tour. Born in England in October 1996, Horsfield can easily be mistaken for a full-blooded American, given that he moved to the States when he was just 5 years old. Growing up in the US, Horsfield was clearly a talented kid on the golf course. At age 14, he faced off against his future Majestics GC teammate Ian Poulter and beat the English icon over 9 holes. Just in case you're not aware, Poulter is a full 21 years older than Horsfield and has been pro since 1995, before Horsfield was even born. After the game, Poulter outrightly called young Horsfield the best young player I've played with. And Horsfield kept on shining after, becoming a star golfer at the University of Florida, where he won multiple college events. During that time, he was selected for the 2015 Walker Cup at Royal Lytham and St. Anne's Golf Club, although he withdrew because of some visa issues. He also finished as a runner-up at the 2016 Western Amateur, and in May of the following year, he decided to go pro. Horsfield got a podium finish at the 2017 European Tour qualifying school and earned himself a spot on the European Tour for the 2018 season. After a number of near finishes at European Tour tournaments, Horsfield got his breakthrough first professional win at the Hero Open in August of 2020, and just 2 weeks later, he got his second at the Celtic Classic in Wales. Fun fact, Thomas Detry finished runner-up both times. Horsfield went on to bag one more professional win and a number 64 ranking on the OWGR before accepting the invitation for the inaugural LIV Golf event at Centurion Club in London in June 2022. He finished 5th at that event and participated in many other LIV tournaments in 2022, including Bangkok, Jeddah, Bedminster, Portland, Boston, and Chicago events. He's also participated in both LIV Mayakoba and Tucson events in 2023. Since the $970,000 payout he made in his first LIV appearance, Horsfield has gone on to make a total of $3.5 million on the LIV Golf Series. Pretty impressive, right? Up next, we have another player who, until his defection, was on the European Tour. If you're Austrian, he's definitely someone you know. He's actually the most successful Austrian golfer ever, Bernd Wiesberger. Born in and raised a few miles from Vienna, Bernd began playing golf around the age other Austrian kids were learning to ski. His dad owned a sports shop near a golf course, and by the time Bernd was 8 years old, he could hit balls on the range. He also played a bit of football, tennis, and basketball as a kid, but golf was Bernd's main focus, however, and by the time he was 19 years old, he was racking up amateur golf tournament wins. He won the Austrian Amateur Stroke Play Championship 3 years in a row, from 2004 to 2006, won the Austrian Amateur Match Play Championship in 2004, the Austrian Youth Championship in 2004 and 2005, and represented his country at the 2004 and 2006 Eisenhower Trophy. Wiesberger turned pro in 2006 and then spent the next 2 years on the Challenge Tour before earning his European Tour card for the 2009 season. But it wasn't all roses from there. In fact, his rookie season was so underwhelming that he couldn't gather up enough money to retain his card, so he had to return to the Challenge Tour. Yep, it got that bad. He eventually got a couple of wins and a 5th place finish on the Order of Merit, and was able to return to the European Tour in 2011. Bernd has since established himself as one of the most prominent golfers in Europe, with a total of 12 professional wins, 8 being on the European Tour. But that's not all. In 2019, he reached a career best ranking of 21st, and in total he has spent more than 220 weeks in the world's top 50. He was also a member of Team Europe for the 2021 Ryder Cup and has a career best T15 finish at a major from the 2014 PGA Championship. Having made about $15 million in tournament payouts on the European Tour, Bernd joined the LIV Golf for the inaugural event in June 2022. He's made just $1.8 million on the Breakaway Tour, having only made a top 10 finish once out of about 7 events that he's participated in. But it's probably just a matter of time before he gets back to his normal, wonderful form. Speaking Speaking of players who are yet to hit their strides on the LIV Golf, we have the Zimbabwean Mondoro Scott Vincent. Unlike the previous two, Vincent used to be on the Japan Golf Tour and Asian Tour before joining LIV Golf. Vincent was born in Harare, Zimbabwe in May 1992 and grew up there. He went on to attend Virginia Tech on a golf scholarship where he'd meet his future wife, Kelsey Lupe. Scott is the younger brother of Kieran, who also plays golf, but Scott is clearly the better Vincent on the green. He turned professional in 2015, but it took 2 seasons and 5 runner-up finishes on the Asian Tour before he got his first major win. It came at the 2021 Sansan KBC Augusta on the Japan Golf Tour, and 3 weeks later he bagged another victory at the ANA Open. 2022 was a really good year for Scott Vincent, and that's not only because he joined the LIV Golf. Before that, he had beaten Anthony Quayle in a playoff to win gateway to the Mizuno Open. That win gave him an exemption into the 2022 Open Championship, but Vincent wasn't done yet. The following week, he won the International Series England at Slaley Hall in Northumberland, England, and then finished with a final round 66 to win by 1 over Travis Smith and claim his first Asian Tour victory. With a career-high 78th ranking on the official World Golf Rankings, Vincent's International Series England win made him eligible to play in the 2022 LIV Golf Invitational Series. He participated in all 8 events, with his best being 14th in LIV Golf Invitational Chicago. He then finished 2022 ranked 42nd on the earnings list with just under $1.5 million in total individual and team earnings. But there's more. In December 2022, he won the Asian Tour's International Series Order of Merit honor and, as a result, has earned full status to play in the 2023 LIV Golf League season. Like Bernd, Vincent is yet to be at his best on LIV Golf, but we believe it's just a matter of time. Just before we have the last name on our list, we have to mention a player who has played on the Asian Tour, the European Tour, and the PGA Tour, Kevin Na. Kevin Na is a name familiar to most Asian golf fans and enthusiasts because he's definitely one of the best golfers in that part of the world. Na is a Korean-American who was born in Seoul, South Korea, but received U.S. citizenship through naturalization, having emigrated to the U.S. with his family when he was 8 years old. Trust us, Na's career trajectory is one of the fastest you'll ever see. This dude legit dropped out of his high school, Diamond Bar High School, in junior year to turn pro, and he did it when he was just 17 years old. Talk about taking your future into your own hands, right? He turned pro in 2001 and joined the Asian Tour, where he won the 2002 Volvo Masters of Asia and was named the Asian PGA Tour Rookie of the Year in 2002. In 2003, he got his PGA Tour card for the upcoming 2004 season and got a total of 5 professional wins on the prestigious tour before defecting to LIV Golf. Kevin Na's story is one of dedication and persistence because his success didn't come easy, not one bit. It took this guy 211 attempts to get his first win on the PGA Tour, and those attempts include some very disappointing moments, like his abysmal shot at the Valero Texas Open in 2011, which was the worst ever par 4 hole on the PGA Tour since the tour began recording hole-by-hole scores in 1983. Just over a decade later, this same dude amassed a stunning $40 million in career earnings before joining LIV Golf in 2022. In his 10 events on the Saudi-backed franchise, he has added about $3 million to his golf earnings, and he's set to take it even higher as the years go by. And for the last top LIV golfer you might not have heard of, we have the 2010 US Open winner and 16-time professional event winner, Graeme McDowell. McDowell was born in Portrush, County Antrim, Northern Ireland, and has been a golfer since day one. Well, maybe not day one, but by the time he was 8 years old, he had begun playing with Rathmore Golf Club with his uncle, Yule Lowry, as his coach. At age 14, he was participating in senior tournaments for Rathmore. A few years later, he attended Coleraine Academical Institution and then Queen's University in Belfast, where he studied engineering before transferring to the University of Alabama at Birmingham to play college golf. And he had one hell of a college career, winning 6 of 12 college events in his senior year, and before going pro, he had already represented the Great Britain and Ireland teams at the 2001 Walker Cup. The following year, age 22, McDowell turned professional in 2002, and by his 4th start, he won that season's Volvo Scandinavian Masters. The rest, as they say, is history. The Irishman has only become better and better, topping off his career with his only major win so far, the US Open in 2010, and the European Tour Golfer of the Year award in the same year. His 16 professional wins include 4 on the PGA Tour, 11 on the European Tour, and 1 on the Asian Tour. Yep, he's a member of the Asian Tour too. His highest career ranking came back in 2011 when he was ranked the 4th best player in the world. In May 2022, he got that invitation to join the LIV Golf Invitational Series and didn't hesitate to hand in his PGA Tour membership to join the new franchise, where he has so far made about $3 million in prize money. Well, there you have it, the 5 best players in LIV Golf that you've never heard of. So, which one of these players do you find most interesting? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy our other videos.